Hello, good day everyone. You are welcome to yet another video of BuildPro Global Enterprise YouTube channel. Today I'd like to show you how to create a title block. Okay, a title block usually located at the bottom or the far right corner of a drawing contains information about the drawing and also information about the client and also the person or firm that carried out the design. There are so many information that can be found on the title block, information like the scale of the drawing, the project location, the name of the project, and so many other things. So without any waste of time, we'll go right ahead and start creating a title block for this 4-bedroom bungalow that's on my computer screen right now. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to draw a rectangle. So I'll go around this floor plan. So now I'll go over to the home tab. Home tab is here. Okay. I'll click on it. Now instead of using the rectangle command, I'm going to use the line command. I'm using the line command because I may need to be offsetting some parts of this title block so I can create where I'll insert the information. And I'll click on this line command. Come over to my drawing area here. Let me move this window a bit here. Now I want to draw it outside before moving my drawing into it. I specify the first point. I'm going to click here and I move towards the right without clicking anything. Ensure my line is straight. You know you're on a straight line when you see this dotted line extending from where you end. Okay, so I'm on a straight line right now. I'm going to enter the value 37800. That's 37,800 millimeter. That's the length of the rectangle I want to draw. And now press enter on my computer keyboard. Let me pan this drawing a bit to the left and I'll move downward. I'll type 26730. That's 26,730 millimeters. Now hit enter on my keyboard and I move toward the left and I still type 37,800 millimeter and I hit enter on my keyboard. Now go up here and close and I hit escape. I already determined the length that will properly fit my drawing. That's why I imputed this length of 37,800 for my length here and 26,730 millimeter for my breadth. You can use any other length you want if your drawing is larger than this, but ensure the length or the size of the title block you are going to create is in the aspect ratio of, that's 1:1.4 aspect ratio. That's the aspect ratio of ISO paper sizes. That's size A. You need to do that so that when you print the drawing on paper, it will properly fit into the paper. Okay. Now the next thing I'm going to do is I'll come over to this bottom here and I'm going to offset this line upward. Now before I do that, I'm going to increase the line width. This is my border. I need to make it a bit bold. I'll now highlight this by using my mouse pointer. So now come over to the properties group here. I'll change this line thickness to 0.6 millimeters. Now hit escape after doing that. Next thing I'll do is I'm going to offset 1200 millimeter from the bottom. So I'll type O on my computer keyboard and press enter to activate the offset command. And I'll type 1200 millimeters. That's the distance, or that's the offset distance I want to create right now. I can now press enter after typing it. Now click on this. I'll offset upward. I'll do it again 2 more times. Okay, and I hit escape. Now the next thing is to partition this area here. This is the area I'm going to insert all the information that I need to insert on my title block. Okay, I'm going to partition this into 5 segments. And now activate my offset command again by typing O on my computer keyboard. Then I press enter. Now I'm going to type 7560. That's my offset distance. Okay. Now press enter. Now click on this line and offset it this way. Okay. Keep on offsetting. And I press escape on my computer keyboard. And now pick my trim tool so I can trim out these lines that I don't need. My trim tool is over here. Click on trim and I move across these lines and click to now trim them out for me. Now these lines Don't need to make them as bold as the border. I'll click at this end here and move across it. I'm going to go to the properties group here. I'm going to reduce the line weight to 0.3 millimeters this time around. Okay, and I hit escape on my computer keyboard. Now I'll still offset 2000 millimeters. To do that, I'll pick my offset command. So I'll click on offset. I'm going to offset 2000. Then I press enter on my keyboard. I'm going to click on this line and I'll offset inward here. Click on this offset. Let me see, pick my trim command to trim this line. Sorry, I need to reduce the line width of this line so that it can be the same with this other one here. Simply use the match properties. I'll click on match properties and now select the source object. Then I click on this line that I want to make it the same with this one. Now let me still reduce the line width of these lines here. I'll still highlight everything. When I come over here, let me reduce it to 0.15 millimeter. Let it not be as bold as the border line or this other line here. And I press escape. So I'm done with partitioning this segment here. That I'm going to insert all the information I need. The next thing I'm going to do now is to start writing out the title or the information that I need to supply on my title block. And to do that, I'm going to pick the text command. Text command is still found on the home tab. Okay. Click on home tab and now come over to the annotation group here. This is text. I'll click on this little arrow here and use a single line text. Now click here. Let me start at this place. The first information I will need on my title block is notes. Okay, I'm going to click here, specify the starting point, then I'll move towards the right, specify the angle of rotation, and now click. Can now start typing notes. Okay, now click outside after typing and then press escape. Now adjust this so that you can fit in properly at the middle. Now instead of wasting time going back and forth picking the text through, I'll simply copy this all through, then I edit them in place. Now before I do that, let me still change some properties of this text. I want to make it red so that it can be obvious since the title of the information I'm going to supply on this title block. I'll click here, then I'll come over to this properties group. I'll now change it to red. Okay, yeah, it's on red now, and now hit escape. I'm now going to copy this all through, then I'll edit them. How to highlight this, then I pick the copy command, simply type CO on my computer keyboard and press enter. Okay, you can specify base point by clicking anywhere on the text here. I'll click and I'll go around pasting it where I want it to be. I'll now come back later to edit it. So I've succeeded in placing all my title. Okay, I'll now press escape to move out the command. I'll now go back to the first one and start editing it. The first one is notes. The next information is revision. Now type revision over here. Now click outside and I hit escape. And now highlight this and adjust it properly using the move command. The next one here is revision date. Double click on it, then I edit. Now click outside, now escape, and now highlight this and move it. Now without any waste of time, I'm going to do the same thing just like I did with the few I've done already. Alright, so I'm through with writing out all the titles that I need. The next thing I'm going to do now is to supply the information in my title block. So I'm going to pick the text command. I'll go over to my text tool, okay, located at the annotation group here, and I pick single line text. Now let me start from this part here before I come over. I'll specify the first point. Now move towards the right to specify the angle of rotation and click. Then I'll type architectural drawing. Now click outside and now click on this to adjust it properly. Now the drawing title, I'll copy this text down, click on copy here. I'll double click this. The drawing title is going to be floor plan. Now copy this down again. 02. Okay, that's the second page. The side plan will be the first page, okay? Then the floor plan should be the second. Now without any waste of time, I'm going to do the same thing just like I did with the few I've done already. succeeded in drawing my title block. But not to scatter some information, I will highlight the whole of this and make it into block. I come into my block group here. Okay, block group is found under the home tab. You now come to create block here. And now give this block a name. Type title block. The title block. Okay, and now specify P point. The base point rather. Click here and I click on OK. So the whole of this is now a block. Sorry, there's an information I didn't supply, like notes, revision and date, revision date rather. If there's any notes of importance, okay, that I want whoever is going to execute this project to know, this way you write out the note. Let me edit this block. To do that, I'll click on this block, then I right click, and now click edit block in place. Okay, then I click OK. You can now edit this block. Let me copy this text over to this place. Let me write out some few notes. I'll double click on this. Okay. Let me say the first note is all dimensions are in millimeters. So whoever is going to construct these buildings should take note that all dimensions are in millimeters. Let me give the second note. Dimensions are to be read. Let me reduce this. It's a bit large. I use my scale tool here. Choose the base point. Let me reduce it to 0.7 scale factor. Hit escape. Enter rather on my keyboard. Now click this and adjust it properly. Let me simply match the font size of the text together by coming to match properties. Match properties here. Click on it. Click on match property here. Now click on the source object, okay, so that they can be uniform. Now escape. So these are a few examples of notes that you may write. So after editing this block, I can simply come over to the end here and save changes and click on OK. So I already have my block now. Okay, my title block is ready. I now copy my drawing into it, or rather let me move it. Click on it and I use my move command and adjust it into place. So that's how to draw a title block. If you have several drawings, you can simply duplicate this into all those drawings and edit them in place. Thank you for watching. Please do consider subscribing to this channel, okay, so you can be notified anytime we post a new video. Bye.